Good morning. It's the 29th of September 2021, and welcome to the Storm morning meeting. Quite an eventful start to the week for the first 2 days. Got the end of the quarter coming up, and I think quite a lot of things happening in the market currently. So let's just get stuck into it. I think obviously the main drivers at the moment in terms of our market and emerging markets is the dollar. I still think there's still quite a large short positioning in the dollar, but it really hasn't materially moved through this 93.60 level. I think keep an eye on that this morning and going forward, sort of for the next, move in equities. Also, another thing to look at is this US 10-year, which we spoke about. I think personally it's going to establish a new range before its next move. And obviously yesterday we saw that that actually started moving, US tech lower and S&P also. I think bear in mind that S&P really hasn't really even moved that much. So in terms of panic, I think it's been pretty contained so far, especially with the headlines coming through. Really, really bearish in terms of fiscal stimulus and, sort of what's going to be the next move in markets. Looking to today, I think yesterday was quite an interesting day for us. I think, especially this morning, if we've got S&P up and markets holding reasonably well, I think we need to be focused on, the strong areas. Just quickly have a quick look at the Rand. I think the Rand's also heading towards the top end of its range, where it's got to lately, which has been about around 1530. If the Rand can hold in there and we can see some decent move, I think some of the stocks, for example, FirstRand and some of our banks can trade quite well. I think yesterday we had some decent volume in FirstRand. This one also is one I think that could be poised or right to break out. It's got through that 62.50. So I think pay attention to this one this morning. I think it can go quite a bit high, and it's done it on some decent volume. It's definitely been one of the top 5 volumes on the market at the moment. Similarly, I think we have a look at the other banks. Standard Bank and Absa not as compelling, but I do think Standard Bank's one that you could probably buy on dips with a stop below 37.50. And this one could also get buoyed by the sector. Absa is also one that I think is one of the favorites amongst the banks. It's regained 144, and also one that I would be looking to buy here. I think you need to stick in the sectors that are strong. And the banks have been one day, but I still think that they still can have some decent upside, especially going into the end of the quarter and on the day today. And then another quick look, we can just have a last look. I mean, I think guys have thrown the kitchen sink at these plats, and it's been very, very tiring. Sibanye is one, until it closes, I guess, below 45. You can still hold on to your last little, the last little bit of it. As I said, the snap will come at some stage in it, but who knows how much further low it can go. But I still think holding on to this until it closes below 45 might be a decent play. And then finally, I think Northams is one also they've got their results on Thursday. And I think Telkom also, the last line there, Telkom, we've had that positive news. I'm watching for some digestion here and maybe to hold for its next move. Those are the top ideas. I think FirstRand's number one. Standard Bank or Absa to buy. ShopRite is ex-div today. And then we'll keep on to the 2 platinum, Sibanye and Northams for a bit of a bounce into the end of the quarter. All right, good luck for the day.